got quite a variety of personalities they chose. And I like that they have such a variety. They're not scientists or roboticists.
Here we go. Another one of these.
Just people.
Need to find the right configuration.
Required settings for nearby holologs. Left up, left down, and right. Okay. So, left, up, left, down, and right.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
In a moment, honey. We got more things to look at first.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
So, do everything the opposite or mirrored? He said he got them reversed, but... Oh.
There's a part missing.
Hello.
Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
How to get on top here? Looking for a white wall. Looking for a white wall. Is that? No. Maybe? No. Can't just jump up there, can you? No. Got kind of a hill over here I can climb up, but don't think so. Alright, maybe if I go out here and then try this door. Or will there be something else I can climb up? No? This one looks accessible, though. Okay, it opened. Is there gonna be another door somewhere? Getting a little claustrophobic in here. Not great camera angles, but they work. Slightly. Barely. Nothing. Okay. I thought that's where the required power cell would be. Unless this is it?
Found one. Looks intact.
It'll work. Go on, drop down. Thank you.
That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
Okay, so when she said it was reversed, error detected, settings transposed. Did you... Seriously? Okay, so starting from the bottom, this one needs to be down. And that one's left. And down means up. Right. And down. I didn't see a door for this to access, though.
That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Not sure what door you're referring to, though. Oh, the one out here. Okay. Oh, this door. Yeah. So is this it? Hi. What are they doing in here?
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Okay. How many? 3. 3? Alright. Alright, where's the other guy at? Wait, hold on.
Anyone take a look at this door?
There we go. Whoops. And for this guy, a fire arrow. If you don't mind, right into his backpack. Just set him on fire. Too late. At least I finally got to pull it off.
This'll help.
Okay. Go ahead and check them, make sure they weren't carrying anything particularly important. Oh, there's more. Of course there's more. How many? Oh, yikes. How did I get away with that? Seriously, how did I get away with killing those 3 guys? And I can't see anything. So there is someone up there, but... Okay, I'm glad he wasn't behind a window. I thought for sure he was. Got him. Alright, one big guy. Not thrilled about that. But they don't know where I am, they just know that they're not safe. And I can deal with that. Also, you remember a long time ago how I was saying, boy, it's sure a good thing that they aren't giving us any fights in places like this. No, we're totally getting into fights in places like this now. Got him.
That's the last of them. Or not.
Okay. Go ahead and grab him real quick. I'm just right here. You. Got him. This guy. Shoot. Okay, well, that is not the weapon I wanted to get. Okay, more heavy weapons. Don't need to use the big guns for the little guys, but somewhere over there where I'm shooting is a head, and I'm hoping I can hit it. I think I missed on that one. Oh, come on now, come on now, come on now. You're a very bad shot, sir. You do realize there's something in your way. It makes a whole lot better a wall than a window. Not sure why they gave you the big weapon for that.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Yeah.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
I mean, obviously. I'm getting the impression there's probably not gonna be any lore in here. Okay, they want me to go that way, but there was something up there. Maybe there won't be anybody spawning in for a little bit. I hope. Yes, these are good. Where's my... Yeah, regular and then medicine. Oh, is this something? I think it's just... Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Can I get up there? I'm gonna say no because nothing's glowing. Doesn't seem to be anything else glowing in here. I hope. That door's not gonna open. I thought I saw something purple over here. No. Unless it was this. Which, I mean, you know, I'll gladly take some of that. Nothing back over in here. Okay, I think we're good. Hopefully. Oh, yes.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus.
Hi, Margot.
As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Okay. More stuff. Some of it toward Margot. Hey, hold on. I'm missing one. Where was that? I don't know where that was, but I missed one, and I'm a little upset about that. What's down there? Just more of the bunker door, I guess? I hope. Okay. They want me to go that way. Yeah, I didn't understand anything of what she was saying either. I think I kind of spaced out, if I'm honest. Simulation results. I'm really looking forward to reading all this. It's going to be a long episode now, I'm just realizing, but we're already this far into it. I don't know how much further it'll be. Might have broken up the episode into a couple of parts, if I'm honest. I'm over an hour in at this point.
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
Yeah, they're Gaia's machines. They're not Hades machines. So, hold on. I just got a whole bunch more questions. And I know I'm not going to have enough time to voice any of them before we get to our next point of interest. I'm invested. I'm invested. This is a really good game. I'm invested. I don't know if this will be one of my favorite games, but I was going to save this until the end of the game to say it, but this is definitely the best made game that I've ever played on my channel. Just, I can't deny that at all. You might think I'm a little bit biased because it has a story that I've been waiting for forever, but all the same, yeah, this is clearly the best game that I've ever played for the channel. And yes, I've played 2 of my 3 favorite games so far, but oh, I'm finally getting up here.
I think this is it. Elisabet Sobek's office.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
It's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
Oh, we're getting in. We're getting in. Getting in. Ah, yes. Why'd you draw your weapon?
More Eclipse.
Careful now.
Great. We are definitely getting in that office. I don't care what happens, we're getting in the office. Okay, but don't want to be alerted. Is this going to break when I walk over it? Okay. Won't complain. We're not just going to leave and not get in the office, right? Right? Come on.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Very wordy, that one. Hope this is just a data point. Yes. Thank goodness. After all that talking, kind of wanted this one to just be read it and be done. As much as I enjoy having things like spelled out for me, just like read it and get your information. Also just kind of want to not listen to anybody after listening to all of that. Not saying I didn't like her voice or anything like that, it's just that was a lot of talking. Let's get some other kind of data for a little bit, shall we? Okay. Eclipse time. Where you at, boys? Oh, you're all over the place. How many? 1, 2.
All this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. All people should know that.
All the same, I think being able to live is a little bit more important than knowledge. Personally, I think that intelligence and knowledge are some of the greatest gifts that humanity has over all the other species on Earth, but can't really appreciate or have those gifts if you're not existing in the first place. Alright, so in the middle of the episode, let's unlock some new skills. How about this one, because I don't have any preference on those that remain anymore. Okay. Somebody coming around here.
Got someone down over here.
Okay, he didn't see me. He didn't see me. Not till the last minute, anyway. Did you just shove your spear into his crotch? Don't come down here. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Oh, yeah. Dead boy. Alright, how many are left? Looks like 2. I was counting 7 before. Let's go ahead and get this real quick.
Dr. Sobek.
Whoops. Didn't mean to... Didn't want an audio data point, but fine.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris.
Heard something above.
From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers, It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me. Now, if you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry, and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Takes a significant lack of ego to take all that on yourself. I'll respect him at least for that much. Alright. Thankfully we have the skill that'll allow me to take this guy out. Yes, I was hoping there'd be a middle point. Where'd you go?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Gotta be that's the last of them. Go on once more.
Hallelujah.
In what should have been a cave of wonders.
Hopefully that's the last of them. Because as interesting as it is to have combat in a place like this, I'd personally rather not. There's so much to learn in here. Let me learn. Alright, I don't know if I left anything behind back here. So I absolutely have to go check. It's not like a choice thing.
Saving these for the trail.
I just straight up absolutely need to have to. Okay, I think I've been very thorough, and there was nothing else to find. So, let's go. Hopefully not encounter it
Welcome
anymore.
to Hades. Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Noise complaints? Really? Here of all places? Also, it completely makes sense for Hades to exist. Just doesn't make sense why it's working now. Yikes. I mean, it'll eventually make sense why Hades is working now, but Was he mentioning alligators at the end there? What? Why? Okay. Glad these are all just reading data points. People who are not interested in reading any of this, I don't understand you, but they're probably a little upset whenever I pause to listen to everything. Okay, this will get me in our office, right?
Looks like the only way onwards.
Yeah. Also, this place is way bigger than I expected.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
I'm pretty sure that just confirmed one of the suspicions I've had for a while. A long while, actually, like near the beginning of the game, suspicions.
What I think they are.
Artificial wombs. Machines to spawn a new generation of human beings.
Well, they worked. Thankfully, none of these are audio logs, again. I'm not going to stop recording until I get to the end of this section. I want all the information. Now, please, thank you. Cradle sealed? That one sounds interesting. Anything? Anything more? I'm not suspecting anything more. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Yep, I got that one. Whew. All the wires, please and thank you. Not sure if I need to make more ammo, but whatever.
Cradle facilities. Elisabet said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elisabet's office.
Corrupted Alpha registry. What would that mean then? Is it Hades trying to stop Gaia from trying to continue producing life because it needed to go into effect? Or is it that Hades was corrupted, activated early, and passed the corruption on to the mother program so that it could just destroy life? And the Pharaoh Plague continues. But the original plan was that the Pharaoh plague would be wiped out. They said that earlier on. Right?
Nuts would benefit from antilopinate morphologies, though campered forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet...
And yet, I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
Mother. Geez, saying that just gave me a bunch of chills.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elisabet, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elisabet, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elisabet, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elisabet. In you, all things.
Did they just cut out something important? Also, I guess we made it in the office? Or what is this? It's not the usual Fallout helmet I've come to know, but okay. Is there anything on this side? There was not. Okay. Didn't need to jump over the desk that first time. Here we go. This looks important. And is not where I'm supposed to be right now. Okay, well.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elisabet, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Sounds like they built Gaia correctly. At least as far as I can tell. Oop. Back in here? Am I missing something? Is it that something? They want me in here. At least the radar does. What am I missing? Okay. We're in her office. Just gonna loot this giant supply crate real quick.
Forget about traveling light.
Odyssey has failed. I think that was the space shuttle or whatever it was that they mentioned before. So they want me to activate that. Anything else first? Okay. Is there something to scan, or do I just stand in front of it and then activate it? Yep.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Is that him? Please survive.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.